Did you know that 60% of people in relationships feel unhappy because they haven't learned how to love themselves first? It's shocking, right? Yet, self-love is often overlooked when it comes to building a strong relationship. But here's the truth: the way you love yourself has everything to do with the happiness you find in love. In this video, we're diving into the surprising link between self-love and relationship success. You'll discover why focusing on your own happiness isn't selfish, but essential for creating a lasting, healthy relationship. We'll reveal powerful strategies to boost your self-worth, set boundaries that protect your well-being, and become the confident, attractive partner you've always wanted to be. Ready to change the way you approach love? Let's get started. Chapter 1: The Mirror Effect: How loving yourself reflects on your relationship. When it comes to love, we often focus on how we feel about others, but what about how we feel about ourselves? It turns out that the relationship we have with ourselves sets the stage for all other relationships in our lives. A study from the University of California found that people with a positive self-image tend to have stronger, healthier relationships. It's like a mirror: if you love and accept yourself, your partner is more likely to do the same. But if you constantly doubt yourself, you might unintentionally push your partner away. A simple way to nurture this is through daily affirmations. Take 5 minutes each morning to tell yourself something positive. It could be something like, "I am worthy of love," or "I am enough just as I am." Over time, these affirmations start to rewire your brain, shifting your self-perception. It's like planting seeds of self-love that grow into a beautiful garden of confidence. Another strategy is practicing self-compassion. When you make a mistake, instead of being your own harsh critic, treat yourself as you would a good friend. This helps create a mindset of acceptance and understanding, which naturally translates into how you treat your partner. People who practice self-compassion are more forgiving and patient with others. So, when you treat yourself with kindness, you're better equipped to show that same kindness to your significant other. In relationships, confidence is key. And when you love yourself, your confidence skyrockets. According to Dr. Robert Holden, a well-known author and relationship expert, true confidence isn't about pretending to be perfect, it's about accepting your flaws and still feeling worthy of love. When you embrace your imperfections, you stop seeking validation from your partner, allowing your relationship to thrive on mutual respect. But there's more: self-love creates space for true connection. When you're secure in yourself, you're not constantly seeking approval, which allows both partners to show up as their authentic selves. This openness deepens intimacy and strengthens the bond. So, the more you love yourself, the more you allow your partner to love you freely. It's a beautiful cycle that starts with you. Chapter 2: Breaking the Dependency Trap: The Power of Emotional Independence. Emotional independence is a game changer in relationships. Think of it as the ability to stand strong on your own, without leaning on your partner for emotional support all the time. Research from the University of Texas found that couples who maintain emotional independence are less likely to experience conflicts and are happier overall. When you are emotionally self-sufficient, your relationship becomes a partnership of equals, not one where one person is carrying the emotional weight. One effective strategy to achieve emotional independence is by developing hobbies and passions that are just for you. Whether it's painting, running, or reading, find something that nurtures your soul and gives you joy outside of the relationship. Not only will this keep you grounded, but it'll also help you grow as an individual. And when you grow individually, your relationship naturally grows stronger. Another powerful way to build emotional independence is by setting clear emotional boundaries. If you rely on your partner to manage your emotional ups and downs, it can lead to frustration and burnout. Learning to navigate your emotions on your own is an empowering skill that enhances your relationship. According to Dr. Harriet Lerner, a clinical psychologist and author, we are responsible for our own feelings, and we don't need to put that burden on someone else. By taking responsibility for your emotions, you reduce unnecessary pressure on your partner. It's also important to avoid the trap of emotional enmeshment, where you lose yourself in the relationship. Emotional enmeshment can make you feel as if your worth is entirely tied to your partner's approval. A study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that enmeshment is often linked to unhealthy attachment styles and can lead to codependency. This is why emotional independence is essential. Your self-worth should come from within, not from someone else's validation. Lastly, try practicing mindfulness and meditation. These tools can help you tune into your emotions and understand them better. When you're aware of your emotional needs, you're less likely to rely on your partner to fulfill them. In turn, this gives both you and your partner more space to grow individually, which strengthens your bond. Chapter 3: The Inner Glow Up. How self-love makes you irresistible. Self-love isn't just about feeling good internally, it can make you more magnetic to others too. When you love yourself, it shows in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you interact with others. A study conducted by researchers at the University of Queensland found that people who practice self-love and self-acceptance have higher levels of attractiveness and tend to have healthier, more fulfilling relationships. One key strategy to improve your inner glow-up is self-care. Taking time for yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. It's about setting boundaries and making sure your needs are met. Whether it's going for a walk, having a quiet moment with a book, or treating yourself to a spa day, self-care boosts your mood and confidence. The more you take care of yourself, the more your partner will notice your positive energy. Another powerful tool is practicing gratitude. When you express gratitude for your life and yourself, it shifts your mindset to focus on the good rather than the negative. According to Dr. Brené Brown, a renowned researcher on vulnerability, gratitude is the most powerful tool for building self-worth. When you recognize the good in yourself and your life, it enhances your inner radiance, which is incredibly attractive. A lesser-known tip for boosting your self-love glow is through movement. Exercise doesn't just help you look good on the outside, it also releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. When you feel good in your own body, your confidence naturally increases. According to the Mayo Clinic, exercise is a proven way to reduce stress and enhance self-esteem, both of which make you more attractive. Let's not forget the power of positive self-talk. Many people have a habit of being their own harshest critics. But when you shift that inner dialogue to one of encouragement and kindness, your energy changes. You become more compassionate toward yourself, and that positivity radiates outward. Finally, practice embracing your flaws. Everyone has imperfections, and the key to true attractiveness is accepting them rather than hiding them. As Dr. Kristin Neff, an expert in self-compassion, says, loving yourself means embracing all parts of yourself, even the parts you think are unlovable. When you can fully accept yourself, others will be drawn to your authenticity and confidence. By prioritizing self-love and following these strategies, you'll not only become more irresistible but also attract the kind of love that is nurturing, balanced, and long-lasting. Chapter 4: The Boundaries Blueprint. Self-love's role in setting healthy limits. Boundaries are essential to any healthy relationship, and they start with you. When you love yourself, you're better equipped to set boundaries that protect your well-being. In fact, people who practice self-love tend to have more respectful and harmonious relationships, according to research published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships. Setting clear limits doesn't just protect you, it also creates space for your partner to grow and thrive. One powerful strategy is learning to say no without guilt. Saying no is an act of self-care and self-respect. A 2017 study from the Journal of Positive Psychology found that setting limits allows individuals to protect their mental health and improve their overall well-being. If you're constantly saying yes to everything, you're likely to burn out and feel resentful in the relationship. Start by practicing small boundaries in your day-to-day life. If something doesn't feel right, trust your gut and say no. It's okay to put your needs first. Another strategy is communicating your boundaries clearly and calmly. The key here is to be assertive without being aggressive. A quote from Dr. Brené Brown sums it up well: daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others. By openly discussing your limits with your partner, you help create a relationship that is based on mutual respect and understanding. It's also important to recognize and honor your emotional boundaries. Self-love means understanding when you're emotionally drained and knowing how to recharge. If you find yourself giving more than you can handle, it's okay to take a step back. Dr. Harriet Lerner, a clinical psychologist, argues that respecting your emotional boundaries is key to maintaining a strong sense of self in relationships. By giving yourself permission to rest and recharge, you'll show up in the relationship more energized and present. Finally, be aware of unhealthy boundaries. If you feel like you're constantly compromising your values or losing sight of your own needs, it's time to reassess. The American Psychological Association notes that unhealthy boundaries can lead to burnout and emotional exhaustion. Take time to reflect on whether your current boundaries serve you and your partner. Adjust them as needed, and remember, your emotional well-being comes first. Chapter 5: From Self-Care to Relationship Care, Nurturing Love That Lasts. Self-care isn't just a solo activity, it's something that enhances your relationship too. When you prioritize your own well-being, you show up as a better partner. Research from the National Institutes of Health suggests that people who engage in regular self-care are less stressed and more emotionally available in their relationships. That emotional balance is crucial for building lasting love. One of the best ways to practice self-care is through mindfulness. Mindfulness exercises, like meditation or deep breathing, can help you stay grounded and reduce relationship stress. According to Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship expert, practicing mindfulness helps couples stay connected even during tough times. Being present in the moment allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This can improve communication and reduce conflict. Another strategy is carving out me time. Whether it's a quiet walk, reading a book, or taking a long bath, alone time can recharge your batteries and improve your emotional health. Research from the University of California found that people who maintain a healthy balance of personal time and time with their partner have more satisfying relationships. When you're recharged, you bring more energy, patience, and love into your relationship. Self-care also involves understanding your emotional needs and communicating them effectively. It's important to express what you need from your partner without feeling guilty. Dr. Gary Chapman, author of The 5 Love Languages, emphasizes that knowing your love language helps you ask for love in the right way. Whether your love language is words of affirmation or physical touch, communicating your needs clearly strengthens the connection. Another essential aspect of self-care is physical health. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and getting enough sleep all contribute to your emotional and mental well-being. Studies have shown that couples who engage in physical activity together often experience stronger bonds and better communication. So, working out together isn't just good for your body, it's great for your relationship too. By incorporating self-care practices into your routine, you're not just taking care of yourself, you're also nurturing the relationship. Healthy, happy individuals make for healthy, happy relationships. The more you invest in yourself, the more you can invest in your partner, creating a cycle of love and care that benefits both of you. Chapter 6: Unlocking Your Best Relationship, the Self-Love Secret to Attracting Your Ideal Match. You don't need to chase love, it starts within. Self-love isn't just about being content with who you are, it's about attracting the right kind of love into your life. According to Dr. Alexandra Solomon, a clinical psychologist and author of Loving Bravely, the more you love and value yourself, the more you're likely to attract someone who will do the same. When you are fully in tune with your own worth, you stop settling for less than you deserve. One strategy to unlock your best relationship is to focus on personal growth. Personal growth doesn't stop once you're in a relationship, it's an ongoing process. Whether you're learning new skills, traveling, or improving your mental health, growth makes you more confident and aligned with your true self. Research from the Harvard Business Review found that couples who support each other's personal growth are more likely to have long-lasting relationships. So, continue evolving, and your ideal partner will be drawn to your energy. Another key to attracting your ideal match is self-acceptance. When you embrace all parts of yourself, including your flaws, you project a sense of confidence and authenticity. According to Dr. Kristin Neff, a leading expert in self-compassion, self-acceptance is the cornerstone of self-love. By being kind to yourself and accepting who you are, you show potential partners that they can love you for the real you. A surprising but effective strategy is to practice self-forgiveness. Letting go of past mistakes and forgiving yourself helps release emotional baggage. This opens you up to healthier relationships because you're no longer carrying the weight of guilt or regret. A study from the Journal of Counseling Psychology found that people who practice self-forgiveness are more likely to have positive relationships. When you let go of the past, you make room for a brighter future. Finally, don't be afraid to embrace vulnerability. Love isn't just about being perfect, it's about being real. Dr. Brené Brown, an expert in vulnerability, says, vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you invite deeper connections. Self-love gives you the courage to be vulnerable because you're no longer afraid of being judged or rejected. By following these strategies, you'll unlock the door to your best relationship. Attracting love isn't about trying to change yourself, it's about fully embracing who you are. The more you love yourself, the more your ideal partner will be drawn to you, and the relationship that blossoms will be built on the most solid foundation of all, mutual self-love. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss more insights and strategies to improve your relationships and bring more happiness into your life.